All right, Pillow Pals Podcast Season 2.
Get ready for the most unqualified and misguided, yet wildly entertaining adventures.
Again.
We're
taking our show on the road, literally.
So grab your snacks
and your pillows
and join us for some fun-filled potting around.
All right, here we are, episode 8. I'm Justin, and welcome to the Pillow Pals Podcast.
And I'm Pierre. Welcome back.
Yeah, we did it. We're here for another one.
Yes, so as you can see, we're in a different location. It looks very different. If you're watching us on YouTube, we welcome you. Where are we staying, Justin?
We're at the Better Moon Guest House in...
Sukhumvit.
Yep, Sukhumvit.
Near BTS Onut.
Mm-hmm. Not far from there.
It is such a cute little place.
Yeah, it was awesome because walking in here, it was kind of almost like a maze a little bit. Like I felt like we were going through like trials, and I had to put in the codes and
this whole episode feels that way.
It was kind of a wild. It was a wild time for sure. Yeah, it was cool. We walked down and they have a really cute little cafe downstairs.
Yeah, but like. I don't know why, but it's really something else. It's good coffee. Looks like really yum food.
Yes, the cookies. We didn't have any last night. I wanted one.
Not yet.
Not yet. I'll come back for one. Believe me. And yeah, everything looked great. I think this is a great place to stay. It was fun outside. There, if you need food, it's all right there. Like this whole street. Right outside has everything you could ever want. It's just like massages, food, lottery.
In the market.
Everything. Everything is there. So yeah, it's a great, highly recommended to stay here a couple nights for sure.
There's just so much around here. So we've got this awesome Thai Market Street, which we're living right next to.
Yeah.
We're staying in this loft apartment with these cute bunk beds. And then we've got the Big C, which is literally behind us.
Yeah.
And then we've got the Lotus, which is in front of us. So you're not gonna be on the lookout for food or anything.
No, everything's right here. You could probably stay here, live here, and have everything you need.
I mean, people do. People do live here.
Well, I mean, like you would never have to go far if you didn't want to. Like if you just wanted to stay in this area, everything is here. You wouldn't have to go far. So.
Talking about food.
Yes.
As you can tell, we are on the coffee.
Yeah, it's morning time.
It's morning time. It's early, y'all.
It feels very early.
But we did have amazing food yesterday.
Yeah, yes.
From Tacos and Salsa, which is in Sukhumvit 77.
Yes, and I'm gonna for those that are on the YouTube, I'm gonna post the pictures that we've taken in there right now because the best Mexican I had here in Thailand. Number one, jalapeno poppers.
Those jalapeno poppers.
Yes, they were spot on. The best I've had here in Thailand, and yeah, definitely need to check it out. It's in a corner, little tiny restaurant. Perfect Mexican food.
Absolutely
great Mexican food. Yeah. So yeah, highly recommended. Got some pizza last night from a weird pizza joint. Or no, I shouldn't say weird. But
just an unexpected pizza joint.
Unexpected is a better word. We're just like, yeah, let's get some pizza. Come back here, ate it. Delicious.
Probably
really
like the best. So I forgot what it was called.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
I don't know.
I forgot, but it was really good.
Find the name.
Yeah, we'll put it there.
And it's probably better than like Pizza Hut, Pizza Company.
Yeah.
There's too many of those things.
Yeah.
But this place, I don't know. We also did have margaritas. I had a watermelon margarita.
I had a Diablo, which was like a spicy, sweet and spicy. It was really good. I was, I don't drink much, but that was a treat. It really was a treat.
You only need one when you go.
Yeah, that is the truth. I know, it was weird because it was so easy to drink, and by the time we left, I was like, holy cow, that thing was.
It's probably like halfway down.
I think it was when I started. Yeah, exactly. I was like, holy shit, this is.
It could be because of the adventure we were.
And sweating, like just being exhausted, like shit. When we get there? Like, when did we start? It was like...
We started at 3.
3, yeah, and we didn't...
3 in the afternoon. We got back here past 9.
Yeah, so that was us pretty much just walking. And to kind of tell you, so this wasn't just us going to Mae Nak Shrine. It was much more than that. It was an adventure, and we kind of got lost in the city a little bit, in the urban jungle. And because I had it in my head, like nothing worked out how I had it in my head. I had this hotel planned that was right by the canal. I was like, oh, they said there's canal boats. I was thinking you just walk to the canal and there's going to be a guy waiting there for us, being like, oh, I've been waiting for you. And then we pay him 2 pence and get on his boat and go down the thing. And he tells us about the ghosts that hunt and gives us a tour and all that. No. So the hotel didn't answer their phone. I was rushing to try and find a place. Had to reach out for help. Pierre's like, here, try this one. I was like, sold. I didn't even look at it. I just pushed.
I gave you options too.
I know. I just pushed booking on the first one you sent and booked it.
He's a very simple man.
Yeah.
I'm never sending you options ever again.
I don't even care.
It's a waste of time.
Well, it was so last minute. Like literally, it was at 12 o'clock. I got the text, and then we were here at 3. You know, so it was very last minute, but it worked out better than I anticipated. So the canal house is closed. So then we get here at the Better Moon Guest House. I'm like, oh, let's just walk over to the canal house, which is 3 kilometers away. So it was a hike.
It's that typical thing where you look at a map and you're like, I can walk that.
Yeah. Or you see like a big building, you're like, oh, that building isn't far, and then you keep walking and it's actually moving further away. You're like, what is going on? That's how it felt.
Are in pain today. We should have had a foot massage.
It's weird. Yeah, I know. It's like 100 baht downstairs. You know what's weird? Those shoes, they have those real thin soles. I have no problem with...
Shout out to Converse.
Yeah, no, dude, I love... Dude, I wear the same Converse shoes. Once they wear out, I just get another pair of the exact same kind. The best shoe ever made, man. I'm telling you.
You also wear them for everything. You wear them to
work
out.
I wear them to work. I wear them to work out. I wear them whether we're going hiking, whether we're just walking. I wear them.
Can we have an episode where we just do like a germ test
on my shoes?
Yeah,
dude. There's all kinds of weird stuff going on there. Yeah, because I've been everywhere in those shoes.
Anyway, so we went trekking through the jungle of the city.
Which was weird. So we get to the canal house, and we decide, okay, we're at the canal now, and we just start walking. We
weren't sure if we were at the canal house, to be honest. At one point, I thought I was going to die.
You're right. We saw Resort, which was that's where I wanted to go, but it was fully booked. And we just walked to the end of the street, and we're like,
and some lady who just was there.
She's like, yeah, go ahead.
It felt like
it was so weird.
A video game.
Dude, it felt weird.
Because she just like sat there.
And she's like her just points to the
this red gate.
Yeah, that has a lock on it.
Here's where we die.
Yeah, and then there was like I think it said open from like 8 to 8.
Oh, you can read time now?
Well, I saw the 8 to 20. That's what it said. So I just assumed I had to put 2 and 2 together. And the gate had a lock on it. And we just open it up and just get on the canal. And we're walking down this like concrete pathway.
Slab.
It was a slab. Yes, a long ass slab of concrete.
And you're still waiting for a boat.
We don't know if a boat's going to show up, so we just decided to start walking. One side doesn't have railing. The water's like 6 feet down. Literally one misstep and you're falling into that nasty river. And it just was janky as hell. We walked, 3 kilometers?
It was, yeah.
So then we walk probably 1.5 K, have to cross a road, which was busy as hell, narrow bridge.
The amount of times we almost died.
I know, and we're just playing Frogger at this point. We're just like, I was looking one way, he's looking the other way, and I just go, my side's clear,
no,
clear,
no,
clear,
no,
clear, go, no, yeah,
now.
Now, and then we just like kind of book it across. And then we book it across, realize, we can't get down. Because we couldn't get down, remember?
We had to go back.
So we had to go back. Then we got down, and then we see this makeshift, like, bridge made out of wood. And I'm like, how many people have died on this thing?
You know when they're like, this is a man-made bridge? You're like,
yes. Very much so.
It is.
It was a layman's bridge.
So we ended up trekking through that. We went into the opposite direction, and then this is my response to seeing an overgrown path.
So the path...
Let's turn back.
So the path that we were taking the jungle has overtaken the path.
Because no one's using it.
Yeah, literally no one.
Because people drive cars.
We had the whole thing to ourselves pretty much. We saw maybe 4 people on that whole trip.
I saw 2 people walking, and that was literally what they were doing, and then I saw 2 people fishing.
Mm-hmm.
So we get to this overgrown part, and you're like, let's go through it.
Yep, I did.
You almost died.
It was sketchy because I had to get off the path and get on that wood, or not the wood, that other concrete.
Whatever that is.
Yeah, it was like
wall.
a barrier or something. And I'm fighting the jungle. And I've never been, I've been in the woods, but I've never been in like this kind of vegetation before. It literally started, I swear that the jungle wrapped its vines around my leg. I was trapped. I'm sitting there fighting it. I'm like trying to break them, but they won't break. They don't break. I just kept pulling and they just kept coming. It was like they just never ended. And I'm just wrapped up.
So you kept pulling and they kept coming?
Yeah. Oh my God.
It was a good time.
I'm never gonna get used to that. But yeah, so I managed to get through and then Pierre's like bloop, bloop, just like nothing.
Like
it was
a jungle
nothing.
fairy.
It was just like la la la. Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck? So we get through that.
Little people for the win.
And and then we get through that, we find this like old abandoned house. I still think I should have went in there. It was cool, it was dark, it looked abandoned. It's not
inviting.
It is not inviting.
Pictures
but it looked
here.
Fucking cool. Yeah, okay, let's put the picture up. Cool. All right. And I was sitting there going, I'm like, Couture crap, hoping someone would.
You're like a toddler.
Yes.
I have to say no.
Yeah.
That's a bad
No,
idea.
it would have been awesome. I know it would have been great footage.
It would have been the last episode.
Maybe it might have been. This might not have been.
Especially considering where we were going.
Well, this might not have been a Pillow Pals episode. This might have been a found footage episode 10 years later.
Like a Blair Witch.
Yeah, like the Blair Witch shit. It was creepy. It was really creepy. So then I'm still like on the fence whether I should go in there or not. I didn't see any evidence that people were living there because I want to respect their privacy and their area. And I didn't see it, so I think it would have been okay, but I ended up not going.
He's American.
And then we kept walking, and then we reached the end. And then we're like, now what?
And then we were almost attacked by dogs.
And then the dogs came after us, yeah. And I was like, no, I've been bit by too many dogs growing up. I know how to deal with these little fuckers. You have to assert your... Bleep, bleep, bleep. Yeah, you have to just... Yeah, you have to really assert yourself over them. And, it was actually kind of cute because they come after us. I was like, oh no, you're not. And I just went after them. And then it's a second that we kind of established that I ain't budging. They're like, oh, hey, sorry about that. And start licking and...
2 things about that. You inserting your dominance like that.
I was scared. I was fucking scared. I am terrified of dogs. I am so scared.
It's very rare that you do things where I'm like, okay, you go get it, you little Glen Coco. You get it.
I was genuinely scared. I am terrified of dogs, and they weren't.
I was there just at the back, like rubbing my nipples. I'm like, I was like, insert your dominance.
Yeah, well, it worked, and you know what? they came up, and they were actually nice. They.
That one dog that had that weird eye, I wasn't sure if he was licking my eye or his eyeball was touching my hand.
He just like had a tongue for him.
I was like, oh, it's wet. Don't look at it.
Oh, you felt... That's funny.
But we were on the wrong side.
So yeah, we made it down there. We're hanging out with the dogs. We look over and there it is, Mae Nak Shrine, right across the river there. And we're like, how do we get across? So there's a guy there in a boat. Failed to ask him to get us there because I know he would have done it.
He would have. I was just, I was shy.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it boiled down to because I kept looking at him like.
Because these 2 white guys shouldn't be walking here in this canal side.
I know.
Okay?
And there was someone's house at the very end.
with
Yeah.
the weird dogs.
With their weird dogs, yeah.
So I suggested we just go back.
And we did. We went back, walked all the way around, and we made it to Mae Nak Shrine. And I will tell you.
Did you notice like how much of a distance we could have avoided?
Oh, I know. But we wouldn't have done all that other stuff.
For sure.
Yeah.
I want to take back from our adventure.
But
it literally,
yes,
it was a couple of 100 meters away from where we are.
Yeah, so when we initially walked there, we saw like a little strip mall kind of area.
Yeah.
And we kind of toured that a little bit. And then we walked another, I don't know how far, it seemed really far. That strip mall, it was just right by that strip mall. We could have been there, in a minute from that strip mall, but instead we walked all the way down and all the way back and then around again.
The idea was you wanted to miraculously find this canal boat person.
Yes, I did. The guy.
In the beginning of a video game.
Yes,
where you
exactly.
cross over.
That is how I envisioned it.
Treacherous terrain.
That's exactly. I was hoping he'd have a sickle and like a black hood.
Yeah, and one eye.
Yes, it's not even a patch. It's like a golden eye that glistens in the light.
Yeah.
He has he reveals some mystery to us about Mae Nak that nobody knows. That's for you.
Yeah.
You can that part's for you.
A one-eyed wonder.
the golden eye guy. The golden eye guy. And but needless to say, he didn't show up, so I was a little disappointed.
So we ended up going all the way back, found beautiful wall art.
I forgot about that.
Wasn't that pretty?
There it is. Yes, that was cool. The art here was really neat. Yeah.
Got there. So I always feel uncomfortable when I walk into a temple. It's just like that initial, like breaking the ice. But people were so friendly and happy to see that we were there. Yeah. Justin got interviewed. Yeah. We fed the fish.
Which, holy shit, there's a lot of fish in there.
A lot of fish.
There was a lot of fish. Yeah.
I instantaneously regretted the idea of wanting to even swim across.
Yeah,
Because can you imagine all those fish touching you?
Oh, so gross. Ew. Yeah, you'd be like swimming, they'd be like just rubbing up. They'd probably be nibbling on you.
Like suck on my neck.
They probably might. It's like, I look like a giant white bread. Like a giant piece of white bread. And they'd like, what the f?
He's too big, call mama. So, yeah, that was cool. And all the dogs and cats. I love the pets.
It was a really neat experience.
In temples. What a beautiful temple.
The kids were just hanging out. Just everything was cool, man.
The food. It's like kid heaven.
It was cool.
Colorful buildings. Food, snacks, sugar stuff.
It was cool.
Mythical stories, folklore. It's just a magical place to be a kid.
It really was a really neat place. It was much more than what I had expected.
Yeah.
Way more.
So this was Justin's idea. He's been wanting to go to Mae Nak
since I've been here. Since I've been here, I heard the story of Mae Nak. Maybe we can insert a little voiceover of the story. Welcome, dear listeners, to a tale woven through time. A story of love, loss, and the supernatural.
Tonight we journey to the banks of the Prakanong Canal, where a beautiful young woman named Nak once lived.
Nak was known throughout the village for her beauty and her undying love for her husband, Mak.
Their love was the kind that legends are built upon, pure, deep, and unbreakable.
But fate can be cruel. While Nak was pregnant with her first child, Mak was conscripted into the Thai army.
War called him away, and he was sent off to distant lands, leaving Nak to await his return.
As battles raged, Mak was seriously wounded.
He was taken to central Bangkok to recover, unaware of the tragedy unfolding back home.
Back in the Prakanong, Nak went into labor on a stormy night.
Tragically, both she and her child died during childbirth.
But when Mak finally returned, weary and worn, he found Nak and their children waiting for him as if nothing had happened.
Overjoyed, Mak resumed his life, blissfully unaware of the truth.
Neighbors, however, whispered among themselves.
He lives with the ghost, they said. He must be warned.
Concerned for his safety, they tried to tell Mak the horrifying reality.
But blinded by love, he dismissed their warnings.
One day, as Nak was preparing Nam Prik, she dropped a lime off the porch.
Without thinking, she extended her arm, stretching impossibly long, to retrieve it from the ground below.
Mak saw this unnatural act, and dread filled his heart.
The truth could no longer be ignored. His wife was a spirit from beyond the grave.
That night, fear gripped him. Mak devised a plan to escape.
Under the cloak of darkness, he fled their home.
Nak, realizing his absence, let out a haunting wail that echoed through the village.
She pursued him relentlessly, her love twisted into vengeful desperation.
Mak remembered that ghosts feared the sticky leaves of the blue may bush.
He hid behind it, holding his breath as Nak searched.
Unable to find him, he took refuge in Wat Habat Temple, sacred ground where spirits cannot tread.
Consumed by sorrow and rage, Nak began to haunt the villagers who had tried to come between her and Mak.
The villagers sought help from a powerful monk, renowned for his wisdom and spiritual strength.
Confronting Nak, the monk compassionately spoke to her, understanding her pain.
He captured her spirit, confining it within an earthen jar.
The jar was cast into the depths of the Pokemon Canal, bringing peace back to the village.
Years later, the jar was discovered by an unsuspecting fisherman.
Unaware of its contents, they open it, releasing Nak's spirit once more.
In some versions of the tale, another revered monk confronts her.
He binds her spirit to a relic made from the bone of her forehead, assuring her that one day she and Mak will be reunited.
Confronted by this promise, Nak willingly departs to the afterlife.
The relic is said to have been passed down through generations, even reaching the royal family.
And so, the story of Mae Nak lives on, a haunting reminder of love's enduring power.
Thank you for joining us on this journey into the past.
May the story of Mae Nak remind us all of the lengths one will go for love.
Until next time, stay safe and cherish those you hold dear. People also go to the temple for luck.
And that was interesting.
That was so much fun.
Yeah, and
I don't know if it's supposed to be fun.
It was awesome.
But it's like an escape room.
It kind of is, yeah.
This whole
kind of was.
Thing was an escape room.
And the thing that was cool is like so when they interviewed me, they asked me if I had any lucky numbers, and I was like, oh, I don't really prescribe to luck and anything like that. But
who interviewed you?
I don't know who they were. Some documentary.
So these kids, what happens in Thailand for like English practice, they have to kind of go and meet foreigners most of the time.
I didn't know that.
That happens quite often. So they go and they have to go and talk to people and practice their interview skills. Mm-hmm. And they found a foreigner. Yeah. They did very well.
I thought they did. Yeah, I thought they did.
The one did. Because he was like a translator medium.
Yeah, that's
He's like,
true.
are there any questions? And then the guy's like, Thai.
yeah. Fair enough. It was fun.
So that's who interviewed Justin.
Okay,
by the way.
So that's what that was. And it was part of the one of the questions was, do you have any lucky numbers? And I don't, but I've always been kind of drawn to 6 and 8. And I told him that. I was like, yeah, not really, just 6 and 8, I just prefer it. And if you look at any of the lottery numbers that I buy, they always start with a 6 and 8. For whatever reason, I'm drawn to that. I don't know why. And then we get these little things that you burn, and they reveal lucky numbers.
Yo, there's a machine where you put 20 baht in, and you just literally choose whatever.
Yeah.
And
they're random.
At random. I mean, I'm sure that they have whatever, but we actually chose the same button.
Oh, okay.
Which is even weirder.
Yeah.
Because you don't get the same thing from.
Yeah, you're not going to get the same. Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, so you push a button, and it releases these 2 little incense token things. Seen here. I have a picture of it.
Oh, okay. Seen here. Yeah.
And after we went to the temple and gave merit, we gave little drama dance
Yeah,
things.
and then a dress.
A blue dress.
Yeah, I gave Mae Nak a blue dress.
We lit
It's
a
pretty
candle, incense sticks, and what's that golden stuff?
Oh, the golden flake.
The golden flake.
And we put on Mae Nak. I put on her hand.
I'm so happy that we actually did that.
I know. I always hate doing it, and the reason why is because I don't believe in it, and I'm always afraid that I'm being disrespectful by participating in something that I don't believe. But then at the same time, I feel like it is a showing a sign of respect by participating in it.
And
I just don't want to do
anything.
Happy. They were, I know, and I'm always worried that I'm gonna offend people by my Westernness, you know.
Dude, you're American.
I know. I would just offend people by existing at this point. But I'm always worried about that. But everyone was so kind, and everyone was so wanting to help. You know, they were always like, yeah, here, and then they explain everything. Here's the fire, burn it and bring it around.
Because we have no idea what we're doing.
No, and I just kind of look and I'm like, okay, that's what they're doing. I guess this is what we're supposed to do. And
so we supported the temple.
Yes, it was good. Yeah, it was a good thing.
And so then you get these little burning incense things.
So we burn it, and then guess what got revealed? An 8 and a 6.
Yeah. And my lucky number, which is 5.
Yep. Yeah. So we got, I forgot the numbers, 8, 6...
4?
8, 6, 2, no, was it 4?
I don't know.
8, 6, 5. No, it was 8, 6, 5. And then it was 402 for mine. Yours was...
Which we swapped, by the way.
Yeah.
Somewhere along the pockets and stuff, we kind of swapped.
And yours was 251, and I forgot the other one.
485 or something.
Oh,
something yeah.
But whatever. So then you get your lucky numbers, and then they have a ton of lottery
people
that you can get your tickets from. So if you were
a lottery person, I want to work there.
That's where you go. Yep.
I don't want to be walking around.
No, that is where you go.
That's
the Mae Nak Shrine.
Place. So it's literally like a puzzle. You've gotten this
lucky numbers
from this incense stick, which you got from a machine, and then you go to these lottery people, and you have to hunt through all of these numbers
to try and find. It was
how
fun.
long were we there for?
It was longer than we should have been. I was like,
it was crazy.
I was tired. But I was like, I'm determined to find these numbers.
And we did well.
I think we found them, yeah. So, that being said, the lottery is tonight. All right, I'm gonna come back on the next episode and tell you if I won. My numbers are 0, 0, 6, or no, 0, 0, 6, 402, yes. 0, 0, 6, 402. If that number is drawn,
then
tonight,
you will believe
I will win
ghosts.
12 million baht. And if I win 12 million baht, I'm going to go back to Mae Nak Shrine and say thank you.
Which you should.
Yes. Because the only reason why I took the 402 was because that's what number came up. And I bought 2 of the same number tickets, so I would win it twice. So
as much fun as it is and a beautiful experience that it is, do you believe?
No, not at all.
If you were to win, would you
No,
believe?
Not at all.
How?
It would be a wild coincidence.
I hate that. I don't believe in coincidences.
Yeah, I do believe, and this kind of goes contradictory to what I just said about
how much more evidence would you need? Would you literally need Mae Nak to be like, hey?
Yep, I would literally need to, and then at that time, like, let's say I was laying in bed and I woke up and they're like, Mae Nak showed up, she's like, dude, I'm real. I heard what you said and I'm real. I'd be like,
I would soil the bed.
Are you though? Are you just in my head right now because I'm partially dreaming? And see, I would rationalize and have an excuse.
I can't with you.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know how my head went when we were feeding the fish? And I saw the colors of the bellies. I was like, that's all like the colors of the cloths. And she's just gonna like come out of there.
That's cool. That would have been cool.
That's where my brain goes.
What if you were sitting there throwing the bread in there and you just saw this face just come out between the fish? It's like,
I don't want to say nothing. But when you were like, oh, let me see if the fish gonna take from my hand.
They did.
I was thinking to myself, she's gonna grab you and pull you in.
No, oh my God.
And she's like, look, another albino fish.
Got another one. We'll feed the fish this giant white bread. A piece of white bread. Yeah. It was good. Everything about it. This was a really fun. Mae Nak Shrine was much more than I had bargained for. I thought it was just going to be one kind of thing and that was it. But I think there's a lot of luck and lottery and stuff that surrounds this. And I think a lot of people go there thinking that Mae Nak's going to bring good fortune to them. And
yeah, and again, the people were just so... Again, it's when we do stuff like this, it makes me fall in love again with Thailand, the culture, the people. It's a special place.
It did, and I want to actually kind of touch on that as well. It wasn't so much of them just doing like their job. It was like the impression I got, they were happy to do that. Like it made them happy to help us, and it was just a good feeling to be there, and it was a good time. It was really.
There was no I didn't get any sense of fake.
No, behavior. Exactly. That's what I was trying to allude to.
Like when we were buying, when I wanted to buy those shirts, that lady was fake.
Wait, what shirt? Oh, at the
mall, and she was just like.
I thought you were talking about the dress. I was like.
No.
What? I was going. I did not get any indication.
I
of
felt that lady was like, I don't know, my sister. We're blood related now.
It did feel that way. Yeah, very helpful. So I would. So Mae Nak.
That was our Mae Nak adventure.
Yeah, it was awesome. And also, I'm going to try. I think I'm going to put in a separate video of everything that we kind of did and. Try to, and if you're interested, it should be in the link. If it's not right now, it will be eventually.
We'll put everything in the hotel, the locations, even the Mexican food.
That's a very important
Everything
piece.
will be found.
Yeah. So tune in next week. We've got, I don't know what our next one is
That's fun. I don't remember.
We have to look and find out. But tune in, and thanks for joining us today.
See ya.
Hey, it's Justin from Pillow Pals. Really glad you made it this far. Hit that like and subscribe. It'll help us out a ton. I really enjoyed doing this Mae Nak video. It was something I've wanted to do since I've been here. I finally got to do it, and I had a lot of fun shooting the video for this episode. Also, I want to share this view of Bangkok from my condo. I have one of the best views, in my opinion, and I feel very fortunate to have that. And thanks for tuning in, and I hope to see you on the next one.